we reached out to some people who we wanted to have on our podcast, and this young lady here has just brightened our life up. We met her, and we probably are on the meeting interview for, I don't know, what was it, 45 to an hour?
It was
felt like she was one of our kin folks.
Yep.
And we still feel that way today.
Oh, thank you guys so much. I'm so grateful that our paths crossed. When we first met, it definitely was vibes. I was not expecting that at all. Yes. But y'all are my kind of people, like you regular. You know, this we've been out here in the podcast world for quite a bit, and you get some other folks who might be a teaspoon more ghetto than I generally like, but y'all my kind of people. I told you I got my first job when I was 25 years old. I got that job because I went back to school. Well, at the time I was a teacher, right? And I was teaching in a Lutheran school. I went back to school and got my MBA because I knew I wanted to be like, I always knew I wanted to have my own business.
I might go on there if I'm in Atlanta and I'm not a nice bistro spot. I might post a little picture of my soup.
Where the hell you found good to eat in Atlanta, child?
Look, now you got to keep in mind where we're from. You got to keep in mind we country.
Yeah, because
you got to keep in mind we country.
Stuff. I don't say I'm a crafter because I'm too cool to craft.
You know what?
But I'm too cool to craft.
Big old nerd.
I made this shirt with my podcast logo
so
on
you
it.
Made, look at that.
I made the shirt.
Look at that.
I'm about to make a hoodie later on the week, but that's not the point. You know, what you did doing the driving and all like that, that's great. I love the fact that you got your own clients. I would have probably tried to capitalize on that, maybe get my own little website, have people book me, like really try to get out there and have my own car service. You know what I mean? Then if you have your own business, the advantage of that, aside from the fact that you can itemize and write up all your stuff, and oh yeah, by the way, the corporate tax rate is lower, you can lease a car in your business, child. So even though I was an entrepreneur, I had my guaranteed money, assuming I didn't go in there and cuss nobody out for 3 years.
Right.
Yep. I'm so proud of you.
How hard was it for you to not cuss anybody out? On a scale of
you know what? I am very professional, and I have learned over time to hone my sophisticated savage. We can talk about that at a different time, but I am wonderful at telling people to get bent in a corporate way. The first date that I went on after I was divorced was probably I would say number 3.
Okay.
So let me explain. I now have a list that I compare Negroes against, because that's what only one I date. Now I have a list. I have a list, and have questions that I ask very early up front, because I've learned that you can't assume stuff and you need to ask questions. So this was at the very beginning. Well, this was the man who made me realize that I need to ask men, are you married?
Oh, wow.
Because it never occurred to me
that
a full-blown ass married man living with his wife would ask me out on a date.